Good morning, Carey Middle School students and staff. I wanted to thank you personally as members of the Carey community for the honour of receiving the Carey Medal. But unfortunately, that was not possible, and so I'm delighted to be able to speak to you briefly by video and to thank you for this honour. Of course, the honour for the Carey Medal really goes to William Carey, whose name this school bears. The shoemaker's apprentice from Paulsbury, who went on to become a professor of religion and languages and science. He mastered the languages of Greek and Hebrew and Italian, Dutch and French, while at his workbench making shoes. And then he went on to found universities in India and translated the Bible into 6 Indian languages. A great campaigner for children's rights and women's rights, fired by what became his motto from the book of Isaiah, which was, "Expect great things from God and attempt great things for God." William Carey valued education. His sister Mary records, "He was from childhood intent on the pursuit of knowledge. Whatever he began, he finished. Difficulties never seemed to discourage his mind, and as he grew up, his thirst for knowledge increased." So it's fitting that we at Carey take our inspiration from such a polyglot and polymath, many languages and much learning. And it's appropriate that the symbol of passing on Carey's legacy is the torch which we pass from generation to generation. When I was at school here in the middle school at Carey, we sang a hymn. It was called The Torchbearers. It was also known as the William Carey hymn. And the words went like this: "We come in life's glad morning hour, with all to learn and gain and give, where class and field shall train each power, till school has taught us how to live. With reverence we bear our name, and proudly grasp the torch aflame." So it's not just in the classroom that school teaches us how to live. Mark Twain used to quip that his education was only interrupted by his schooling. And I take him to mean that cramming in knowledge bears no comparison to the pursuit of curiosity, the joy of literature, the warmth of relationships, and the satisfaction of achievements in the classroom, but also on the field and on the stage, and in every aspect of school life. And of course, school is one place where we learn how to live. For me, it was part of a crucible of family and church and community. And for me, the prevailing theme was integrity. Can work and faith and family and lifelong learning and doing life be integrated into one theme and not into separate bits? Edmund Burke was an English thinker in the 18th century. He wrestled with the question of why unruly citizens of a civilised country would march through the streets to a building that represented the government and storm its staircases and dismantle its halls. In his case, it was the spark for the French Revolution. And here is what he concluded: the best of life begins in what he called little platoons. Family, church, local community, that orient people to living well and living fairly. These little platoons, these community groups, generally have a common feature. It's the principle of what we call altruism. That is, selflessly being concerned for other people. And as I've immersed myself in the communities at school, and since leaving school, I've been blessed to work with extraordinary people with amazing vision and indefatigable vision. When I was invited to play a part in the establishment of the Australian Charities and Not-for-Profits Commission in 2012, I was excited to do so, because here was a Commonwealth Government department established to encourage the health of community groups. And to join our register, an organisation had to demonstrate that they were for the public good. 60,000 charities joined us. And as I spoke about charities in my time at the ACNC, I was often asked, aren't there too many charities? And I would reply, I don't think there can be too many platoons of people wanting to benefit their community, guided by a spirit of service and altruism. Let 60,000 flowers bloom. And this spirit of service and altruism was deeply embedded in the founders of this school and in the man whose name we bear. And it's still embedded in the spirit of this school. I'm grateful for the opportunities I had outside the classroom at Carey, in the book club, the railway club, the athletics, the hockey, the social service, the Christian fellowship, the public speaking, the drama and the musical theatre, because these pointed me towards continuing involvement in community organisations after school. Can I commend to each one of you the enrichment of life that comes with involvement in altruistic organisations beyond the immediate concerns of your own life. Helen Keller said, I cried because I had no shoes, and then I met a man with no feet. I'm grateful for the founders of this school who envisaged education in its widest dimension and service above self. And I'm grateful to the school community for the honour that you do me today with the presentation of the Carey Medal. All the best. Thank you.